Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nasthaprayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 74, The Deliverance of Shishupala, text number 4. Na hi ekasya advitiyasya brahmanaha paramatmanaha karmabhihi vardate tejaha rasate cha yatha ravehe nahi ekasya dvitiyasya brahmanaha paramatmanaha karmabhir vardate tejo rasate cha yatha ravehe nahi ekasya dvitiyasya brahmanaha paramatmanaha karmabhir vardate tejo rasate cha yatha ravehe nahi ekasya advitiyasya brahmanaha paramatmanaha कर्मभिर वर्धते तेजो रसते चायता रवे. Please chant. Mataji's nahi ekasya dvitiyasya brahmanaha paramatmanaha na not he indeed ekasya of the one advitiyasya without a second brahmanaha the absolute truth parama atmanaha the supreme soul karma bihi by activities vardate increases tejaha the power rasate diminishes cha and yata as ravehe of the sun. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. But of course the power of the absolute truth, the supreme soul, the primeval one without a second, He is neither increased nor diminished by his activities, any more than the sun's power is by its movements. Srila Prabhupada writes in Krishna, King Yudhishthira said, your real position is always exalted, exactly like that of the sun, which always remains at the same temperature, both during the time of its rising and the time of its setting. Although we feel the difference in temperature between the rising and the setting sun, the temperature of the sun never changes. You are always transcendently equipoised, and thus you are neither pleased nor disturbed by any condition of material efforts. You are the Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead. For you, there are no relatives. Srila Siddha Swami quotes a similar statement from the Vedic mantra, Na karmana vardate na kanyan Taittiriya Brahmana Brihadaranyaka. He is not increased by his activities, nor does he become lesser. As explained here by King Yudhishthira, the Lord is one without a second. There is no other entity in his supreme category, and thus it is simply by his causeless mercy that he agrees to carry out the order of his pure devotees like Maharaj Yudhishthira. There is certainly no loss of status for the Supreme Personality of Godhead when he thus extends his causeless mercy to his surrendered devotees. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shrita Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gauragi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kaltarubhyascha Rupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Hare Krishna. So, we have heard how Lord Krishna is helping the Pandavas in every possible way, right? Saradhya Parshada Sevana Sakya Dautya Virasana Gamanam Stavana Pranamam Snigdeshu Pandaputreshu Jagat Pranitam Cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Nrupatis Charanarvindam. When Parikshit Maharaj was going around on his chariot among the people, he heard people talking about how his grandfathers so fortunate that Krishna became Saratya. He became his chariot driver. Parshada, close associate. Sevana, he was doing the service to them. Sakya, became his friend. Dautya, he became his messenger. Virasana Gamanam, what is Virasana Gamanam? Virasana Gamanam means when Pandavas were sleeping, he would act like a security guard with a sword in a ready to attack position. Not that people usually keep their swords in the sheath, right? But Krishna was keeping the sword in a ready to attack position. Sarad, Sivirasana, Stavana Pranam. He is glorifying Yudhishthira Maharaj, offering respects. Snigdesh Pandaputrashu. Snigdha means very malleable devotee. Snigdesh Pandaputrashu. Jagat Pranitam cha Vishnu, but he is worshipped by, he is Vishnu, worshipped by all the Jagat. When he heard this, Parikshit Maharaj, when he was hearing the glorification like this, Bhaktim Karot Nupatis Charanarvindam, his love for Krishna's lotus feet increased millionfold, and then he started rendering more and more service to the lotus feet of Krishna. So this is a verse from first canto, I think 16th or 17th chapter. Very beautiful verse. I want to ask you a question. See how Krishna was acting as a friend, and even Bhishmadev also warned Yudhishthira Maharaj. Enmanyase matuleyam priyam mitram suhruttama akarod sachivam dutam sahuradat atasaratim. You are thinking Enmanyase matuleyam. You are thinking he is your Buva's son, Matuleyam, related to your mother, mother Matuleyam. But don't know, But Priyam Mitram Suhruttama, he is acting like a very dear friend and Suhruttama, right? How many of you know the definition of Suhruttama? Bolo Lalita Bhagya, you know? What is Suhruttama? Suhruttama? Huh? Huh? Bolo? Huh? What Prabhupada gave definition? Suhruttama. There is a Mitra, Bandhu and Suhruttama. You know? Huh? You know? Nobody knows. Very sad. Bolo Hemagiri Prabhu. I will tell you. Mitra, Bandhu and Suhruttama. Mitra means friend. Right? A friend in need is friend indeed. Right? You know what is Bandhu? Relative. Relative means as long as you have money, they are with you. As soon as your money is gone, they are also gone. One rich man who lost his factory, he was telling that suddenly I have developed mystic powers. He said, why? I am sitting in front of my factory. I can see everybody, but nobody can see me. Because if they come and wish me, then I will ask some money. So like that, that is Bandhu. As long as you have money, they are with you. Right? So Prabhupada says, Suhruttama. Suhruttama means a friend of yours who is thinking of your welfare 24 hours in a day. Bolo, what is the Surat? Huh? A friend of yours who is thinking of your welfare 24 hours in a day. ऐसा कोई सोचता है क्या? Sometimes some friends may call, in the beginning, up to marriage, friends are there, friend circle and all that. After marriage, सब, मिलना बहुत कम हो जाएगा, right? Wife is asking, where are you going? When are you coming? Right? That Columbus, how he discovered India? Columbus, he discovered America, right? He discovered America. So he is not married, it seems. So the wife is asking her husband, why Columbus became so successful, he discovered America. Then he said, because he is not married. Why? Because if he is married, his wife will ask him, where are you going? With whom you are going? What are you doing? When you will come back? So all these questions she will ask. That's why like that. So that is Suhruttama. One friend of yours who is thinking of your Like that. Sahurada Atasardi, he became Duta. If you go to Kanchipuram temple, there is a temple called Pandavaduta Perumal. How many of you are gone? Pandavaduta Perumal. Sri Vaishnavas, Nammalvar and Ramanuja and all, they teach Krishna. My dear Krishna, because in your previous incarnation, Ramchandra, Hanuman went as a Ramduta and then he became very famous, Ramduta. So Duta is to Hanuman jaisa hona chahiye. He became famous all over the world, 3 worlds. So Krishna thought it's him. Hanuman became, went as a Ramduta and became very famous. He was very successful. I will also go as a Duta, messenger, and I will also become very famous. Then Ramanuja and all, they teach Krishna, my dear Krishna, but your mission has failed. You have failed in your mission. You could not convince Duryodhan from stopping the war. Like that. So they teach Krishna. So Pandavaduta Perumal, is there. So Duta means, messenger means a very low job. Like that. So I want to ask you one question to all of you. How many of you would like to serve Krishna personally? Right? Massaging his feet, doing chamara. How many of you want to go with Krishna to picnic? Prabhupada said, the destiny of all Hare Krishna devotees is to join the picnic of Krishna and Balram. How many of you want to go to picnic of Krishna and Balram and wrestle with Krishna and make Krishna carry you on your shoulders? How many of you want to feed Krishna milk and take care of him? How many of you want to give garlish to Krishna? Please raise your hands. There are only few devotees who can give garlish to Krishna and Krishna likes it. How many of you want to give garlish to Krishna? Right? The gopis were, giving garlish to Krishna, in Gopi Geet. What did they say? Prahasitam priya prema vikshanam viharnanchate dhyana mangalam rahasi samvida ya hridi sprishan kuhakano manaha shobhayanti. So gopis are saying, my dear Krishna, prahasitam priya prema vikshanam, your beautiful smile, prahasitam, prema vikshanam, your loving glances, viharanam chate, you are doing vihar with us, dhyana mangalam, they are meant to be meditated upon. Rahasi samvida, when you are alone, you are speaking very sweet words, having nice conversations, joking. Yahrudis Krishan, they are touching to the heart. Then Kuhaka means cheater, Shobhayanti. Now you are giving trouble by going away. Nobody wants to become Gopi of Krishna in the Krishna Leela. If you are not raising your hand, your stay in Hare Krishna land, your stay in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sampradaya is a waste. Because Mahaprabhu has come to give that highest prema, Ujjwal Rasa, and then you are not even aspiring. Very unfortunate. Right? Very unfortunate. What do you say? Right? So, we should actually aspire to join the, Radha and Krishna pastimes, confidential pastimes. That should be our desire. Right? That should be our desire. Shri Vishwanath Thakur writes in 10th Canto Bhagavatam commentary that Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. Shravanam means hearing the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. And number 2, Mananam. Mananam means meditating on the meaning of the holy name. Oh Radha and Krishna, please engage me in your service. And then Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam means, Vishwanath Thakur says, there is another meaning given by Ramanuja and all that, but Vishwanath Thakur gave this meaning, that Nididhyasanam means before chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one should express very intense desire to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. That should be our goal. Srila Prabhupada writes in 5th chapter Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila that while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one should always think of the spiritual world. Right? Vrindavan. Right? That is why in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu and all, it is recommended that one should stay in Vrindavan for perfect jap, sadhana, like that. Anyway, even Narad Muni, he instructed Dhruva Maharaj. What did he instruct? Tattata gaccha badram te yamunayam tatam suchi. Right? Punyam madhuvanam yatra sanidhyam nityata hari. Right? So Narad Muni met Dhruva Maharaj in Kanpur, near Kanpur, forest. Then he instructed him, Gachatata Badramte, O Tata, my dear Dhruva Maharaj, Tata. Badramte, let there be auspiciousness to you. Gacha, you go. Yamunayam tatam suchi. Right? Go to the bank of Yamuna. Yamunayam tatam suchi. Then, what did he say? Punyam madhuvanam yatra. Go to Madhuvanam yatra. Why? Sanidhyam Nityada Hari. Lord Hari lives eternally there in Mathura and Vrindavan. Right? Prabhupada. Right? So, it is very easy to practice Krishna consciousness in Mayapur and Vrindavan, because by taking bath in Yamuna every day, all our sins get nullified very quickly. And then Nityada Hari, Krishna is very, Krishna's presence is felt all the time in Vrindavan and Mayapur. Right? So if somebody, because of service, if he cannot go there, mentally we should live in Vrindavan. Right? I instructed some of my students how every day chant one mala, every day go to Vrindavan. Take a flight to or go by Rajdhani Express, August Gandhi, get down at Mathura, offer complete obeisance to Mathura Dham, go to Vishram Ghat, take bath and go to Krishna Balram temple, take darshan of Krishna Balram, Radha Shyam Sundar and Gaurnitai, and then go to Radha Raman temple, very beautiful, go there and take darshan, Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Damodar, do parikrama, and then go to Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, take bath there, and go to Kusum Sarovar, take bath there, and do parikrama, and the parikrama take bath in Govind Kund, and then eat jalebi, potato jalebi, on the way for parikrama, go to Giriraj Mistan Bandar, eat puri there. Then, there is one place, you get very beautiful, tasty potato jalebi. Anybody tasted potato jalebi? You can go there, it's a favorite jaunt for all of us, or we go there. Or potato jalebi khaya, I think Mukaravind, yes, and then from there you go to Jaipur. Then from there, Jaipur, take darshan of Radha Govind, Radha Gopinath, and go to Karoli, take darshan of Radha Madan Mohan. From there you go to Mayapur, Then you take darshan of Radha, Madhav, Astasakhi Vrinda, and then from there go to Jagannath Puri, take darshan of Jagannath, Balji Subhadra, Totakopinal, and come back to Mumbai. It will take 10 minutes. Every day you can go. Go, so mental, it is called Manas Seva. No money. Otherwise, nowadays, so expensive tickets, everything. Then Krishna will receive your service. Prabhupada writes in one of the purports that even if you cannot go to Vrindavan, in Kartik month, you don't get ticket. Book a ticket. And then you keep planning that I'm going to Vrindavan. I'm going to Vrindavan. I'm going to Vrindavan. Then even the ticket gets cancelled. Then you will get the result of going to Vrindavan. Like that. Anyway, while chanting or while doing service, it is very important to engage our mind. We should not distract. We should not let our mind become distracted and think of so many things while chanting. Right? So like this, instead of chanting, thinking about some mundane things, think about Vrindavan, think about Krishna in Vrindavan, Radha Shyam Sundar, like that. Anyway. So this should be our desire. What is that? What is nididhyasana? Express a intense desire to have darshan of. Right? So how Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas, they were controlling Krishna like this. Why? How they were able to control Krishna like this? What did they do? अरे बोलो ना. Yeah. This thing was told by Yudhishthira Maharaj himself in earlier chapter. This was there are how to conquer Krishna. Right? How to conquer Krishna. There is a chapter called King Chitraketu meets Supreme Personality of Godhead in 6th Canto Bhagavatam. I recommend, there are very wonderful, beautiful prayers out of this world. Amazing prayers. I am trying to learn those prayers. Mind blowing, I will tell you. The philosophy, the tattva that he expressed out of this world. So the first verse spoken by first prayer spoken by Maharaj Chitraketu after having darshan of Lord Shankarsana, Anantadev. Anantadev, he was standing there in his whitish complexion, wearing bluish clothes. Very wonderful, he had darshan. And then initially Narada Muni, previously they are not giving mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare. We are very fortunate, Prabhupada would call and give Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like that. If you read 4th Canto 24th chapter, so many prayers, some 50-60 prayers he gave, our Lord Shiva gave them to Prachetas. Right? In the same way, Narada Muni, he did not tell him to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or something. He gave few full verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnaya Anuruddhaya Namah Shankarshanaya Cha Namo Vijnana Matraya Paramananda Murtaye Atmaramaya Shantaya Nivrutta Dvaita Vrittaye. Like that, then he offered so many wonderful prayers. And then within 1 week, he became Vidyadharpati. Then he would see all the people, flying in the sky, right? So that means, those people, they are so advanced. I've been chanting, 32, 33 years. So I have not seen anybody flying in the sky or anything, Mantra Siddhi has not happened. Within 1 week he got Mantra Siddhi, by chanting these shlokas, these mantras, like that. Then, within a few months' time, the Lord appeared. And then he says, Ajita Jita Samamatis. Right? Sadhubir Bhavan, Jitatmabir Bhavata, Vijitat Satma Bhajatam, Akama Atmanam, Atmadaha Atikaruna. Right? He said, my dear Lord, you are Ajita, you are unconquerable. But devotees of yours, they conquer you because of Samamati. Samamati means because of controlling their senses. Because of controlling their senses. Same thing was spoken by Yudhishthira Maharaj also. That those who have conquered the senses, my dear Lord, you become conquered by them. In 2-3 chapters before, like that. So, Ajita Jita Samamatis, Sadhubir Bhavan, Jitatmabir Bhavata, Vijitat Satmi Bhajatam, Akama Atmana, because they are completely free from desires, and while worshipping you, my dear Lord, because of your causeless mercy, Atmadaha, you give yourself to your devotees. Right? So Prabhupada writes in the purport, beautiful purport, go and read 10 times. Prabhupada writes that Krishna conquers his devotees and devotees conquer Krishna. Gopis have conquered Krishna and then Krishna has conquered gopis. Without presence of gopis, Krishna is not happy, and without Krishna, gopis are not happy. So they conquer each other, and both of them feel transcendental bliss. Then Prabhupada gives another twist. Samamati means, Prabhupada writes, that devotees, they always worship Krishna because when they are happy, somebody worships Krishna, and somebody is sad, they will say we want to solve the problem. So they forget Krishna. But devotees are not like that. Samamati. Samamati means when they are happy, they worship Krishna. When they are not unhappy, when they are unhappy also, they worship Krishna. Right? That is the beauty. And then another meaning Prabhupada writes, Samamati means devotees, they don't like to become one with Krishna, and they don't have material desire. Prabhupada give a definition for kama. Kama means the desires which can never be fulfilled is kama. So if you are worshipping Krishna with material desires, then we are a big loss to us, because we cannot conquer Krishna. Right? In 10th canto, 14th chapter, also there is a verse spoken by Brahmaji. Bolo? Bhavamay Nityananda. What did Brahma say? Who can tell? Brahmaji also gave a formula how to conquer Krishna. Very good. Bolo. Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukaritam bhavadiya vartam sthane stita shrutikataam tanuvan manobhir ye prayasa jita ajita asita strilokya. My dear Lord, you are unconquerable, but devotees who are situated in their dharma simply hear about your pastimes from the lips of a pure devotee. They conquer you. they conquer. So, how to conquer Krishna? Simple. Sit in your room and read Bhagavatam. Right? Very simple. Sit in your room and read Bhagavatam. If you are reading Bhagavatam, your senses are also conquered. Right? I have this experience. I have taken a vow to read Bhagavatam so many pages. So, because I have to read Bhagavatam, I don't go to meet anybody. Because if I go there, do prajalpa, so time becomes wasted. So I sit in my room and simply read Bhagavatam. So because of that, I am avoiding all of kinds of offenses. No Vaishnava aparadh. There are, I could see 70 to 80% come ho gaya offense. Vaishnava aparadh, the gossiping and all. I don't gossip only. कभी कभी करता हूँ gossip. फिर मैं सोचता अरे क्या कर दिया मैंने. Like that. So only way to avoid Vaishnava aparadh, only way to conquer senses, simply sit in your room and read Bhagavatam. Right? Prabhupada writes in 4th Canto Bhagavatam, Kumara's teachings to Prithu Maharaj. Prabhupada said, the greatest service you can render to a pure devotee, Acharya, is by hearing from him. So we have to hear from Prabhupada, by reading his books constantly. That's why I tell, when you are having time, you can sit in Bhagavatam class and hear all the devotees, because Prabhupada, I sit in everybody's class and hear. I don't make any discrimination. But outside the class, I read only Prabhupada's books. I don't hear anyone's lectures. Anybody's lectures. Previously I used to hear, but now I understand the importance of associating with Srila Prabhupada all the time, pure devotee. Right? I read all the time only Prabhupada books. Only for Ramayana and Mahabharata I consult some other books. Otherwise, like. So it is very important, to associate with a pure devotee all the time. Right? By reading his books, it's so important. I will narrate a very interesting pastime in the life of Sri Ramanujacharya. There is one, how many of you have gone to Simachalam? Right? So there is a very beautiful temple on the hill, Varaha Narsimha. Right? Varaha Narsimha. So there used to be one devotee in the 10th century. His name was Krishnamacharya. This is real Gatana, Krishnamacharya. He was a very great bhajankar. He was writing bhajans and then he would, sing, playing veena and all that. Very beautiful bhajans. After some time, Lord Varaha Narasimha, became so pleased with Krishnamacharya. So Varahadev would come down from the altar, then when he was singing, he would dance. Right? He would dance. And then Krishnamacharya would sing very nice bhajans in Telugu. And then Varahadev would dance. Then he would speak to Varahadev, Varaha Narasimha, Lord Varaha Narasimha. Because of dealing with personally with the Lord, thoda ahankar aa gaya Krishnamacharya. Ahankar aa gaya. Lord personally comes and dances in my kirtan. Right? Once, in Jhansi, Prabhupada, there on Janmashtami day, Prabhupada, this, what's his name? Pehla disciple? Acharya Prabhakar? Acharya Prabhakar came from somewhere and then he saw Prabhupada wearing very beautiful Kadamba garland. Itna bada flowers. And then the fragrances spread all over the temple hall. And then Prabhupada was going around the hall and dancing. Said, Swamiji, where did you get this Kadamba? In Jhansi you don't get this kind of flowers. Where from this such nice fragrance is coming? Why are you so happy? Then Prabhupada said, Krishna came. Krishna came. Then he gave me this garland. I wanted to touch his lotus feet. He disappeared. And on Janmashtami day, one day Prabhupada would flies chadar, right, in front of Radha Damodar. On Janmashtami day, Prabhupada would dance. Hathi Goda Palki, Jai Kanai Lal ki. Hathi Goda Palki, Jai Kanai Lal ki. So Krishna, Prabhupada was so happy. Today Krishna's birthday, like that. So anyway, they have personal experience like that. So this Krishnamacharya thoda hankar ho gaya. Hankar ho gaya. And then one day, Sri Ramanuja came to Vishakhapatnam. And then he went and took darshana Varahadev. There he heard about Krishnamacharya. Krishnamacharya speaks to, Lord Varahadev speaks to Krishnamacharya personally, and he dances in his kirtan. Wow, I should go and meet him. Ramanuja, very famous Acharya. So when somebody introduced Ramanuja to Krishnamacharya, वहाँ नाम सुना है, Ramanuja. He didn't, it is said that as soon as you see a sannyasi, dandadari, you must kashaya vastra, you should immediately fall down and offer obeisances, dandavat pranam. Otherwise, as a prayaschitta, one has to fast for one day, right? आजकल वो सब चला गया है, सन्यासी इतना सारे आते और जाते, कोई प्रणाम नहीं करते, राइट? तो बोल दिया ना प्रभु, सुबह वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च हो गया. One devotee was asking, if somebody sannyasi is coming in and you fall down, clothes will become dirty, what to do? Anyway, Ramanuja understood that he is such a great devotee, but because this ahankar, he'll spoil him. So Ramanuja very humbly approached Krishnamacharya. He said, my dear sir, I heard that you speak to Lord Varahadev, Varaha. Please ask him, when will I get moksha? When will I get moksha? So that day he went, then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Lord Varahadev came down from altar, then he also Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So both of them singing and dancing. Then after the dance program is over, my dear Lord, there is one devotee who came from Srirangam. His name is Ramanujacharya. He was asking, when he will get moksha? Please ask the Lord. The Lord laughed and told, only when he approves, you also will get moksha. वो मूर्छित हो गया, क्या बोल रहे हैं? I have to approach him for my moksha. Then the Lord told, why is he in charge of moksha? You see, when he was coming as Ramanuja, I told Ananta says, you go and preach and then deliver people. Ramanuja said, actually my spiritual master told me, he gave me mantra, he told me not to give it to anybody. But I spread this mantra to everybody. I committed offense. So I am having doubt whether I should. I cannot ask my spiritual master because my spiritual master is very angry with me. So I am having doubt whether I will get moksha or not because he was offended like that. So please go and ask Varahadev like that, Lord Varahanasingh like that. Then when Lord told this, then he said, Lord told that when I was asked him to go for preaching. Even our Prabhupada also. Prabhupada was very reluctant to come to this material world. Then Prabhupada, Krishna told, why? Why you don't want to go? Prabhupada told him, if you go there on Prithvi, you have to perform austerity and penance. I don't want to do any austerity and penance. Krishna told him, don't worry, you don't have to do any austerity. Eat very nice prasadam and write very nice books. That's why Prabhupada did not recommend any big time austerity for us. Only austerity Prabhupada recommended, attend Mangalarti every day. And read my books and eat very nice, honor very nice prasadam. Right? Jayadvaita Maharaj, Ajkal now some devotees they do Nirjala fasting and all. But Prabhupada, Jayadvaita Maharaj said, what's his name? Achyutananda Prabhu, I think. He or Gunananda Prabhu. He thought fast, Ekadasi means austerity. So he was not going to the, he's, starving himself and all that. Later on he came to know, Jayadvaita Maharaj was saying, Ekadasi means big feast. The special thing is fruit salad. Abhi banta hai na hamara fruit salad. Anyway, so Ramanuja, Anand Sesh told me that I will go and I will preach. When they come to you for giving moksha, then you will say, वो life में पाप किया है, ये life में पाप किया है, ये पाप किया, वो पाप किया. You will find fault. Then again, after so many lifetimes, you will get moksha. ये सब नहीं चलता है. Then Lord told Krishnamacharya, I gave the key for moksha in the hands of Ramanuja. Then Krishnamacharya asked, what about you dancing in my kirtan? We are so close. फिर क्या फायदा उसके पास मोक्ष के लिए जाने का? Then see, you are dancing, you are chanting very nicely. I am dancing in your kirtan. हिसाब बराबर. Right? हिसाब बराबर. आप अपना मोक्ष को देख लो, रामानुज के पास जाओ. Right? So Ramanuja, he went to, so Ramanuja, it is on the hill. Then Ramanuja was staying in the down. He went. Tak, 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 tak. Darwaja. Tak, 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 tak. Ramanuja asked, "Kaun hai? Who is it?" "It is me. It is me." "Who is this?" "It is me." At last. He didn't open the door. So next day he came. Tak, 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 tak. Tak, 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 tak. "Who is that?" He said, "It is me, Krishnamacharya." I don't know any Krishnamacharya. At last. Tak, 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 tak. For half an hour he was banging the door. He didn't open the door. Right? So, there is a philosophy in this. Anybody who thinks that I will kill him. There is something, no? You were saying other day. I will kill him. That right? So somebody who is thinking, I am this, I am that, he will die. Krishna told Yudhishthira Maharaj, there are two syllables, two words, which is the cause of death. There are three words, which is the cause of liberation. So Yudhishthira Maharaj asked, this is in Mahabharata, Anushashan. What are those three words? What are those two words? Mama. Mama is the cause of death. Na Mama is the cause of liberation. That is why in the yajnas, these Sevadalpu and all, they say, idam na mama, idam na mama. If they don't say idam na mama, then the yajna will be waste. This is not mine, this is not mine. Right? Sankalpa, why they do sankalpa? Yeah? Yes. Anyway, so then the third day he came. Then Krishnamacharya, understood what mistake I am doing. I heard this Ramanuja is such a great personality. Why is he not opening the door? That means something is wrong. Then he went and discussed with some devotee. He said, this mama, I, aham, that is killing you. He will go, you are a das. Then next day he came, third day he came. He said, tak. Ramanuja asked, who is that? He said, Aapke das. Then immediately opened it. Right? Once there is one boy. So कौन देखो बैठा है, कौन बैठा है क्लास में? So one Mayavadi sannyasi met him. Right? One Mayavadi sannyasi met him. He taught him. You chant this mantra. Soham, Soham, Soham. You know what is Soham means? Sa aham means I am that. Soham, Soham. So he was chanting Soham, Soham, Soham. After some time, he met one Shiva sannyasi. Shiva sannyasi asked, what are you chanting? I am chanting Soham, Soham, Soham. So you do one thing. You add one da. Okay. So it became Dasoham, Dasoham, Dasoham. Right? And then after some time, Mayavadi sannyasi again met him. He said, what are you chanting now? He said, Dasoham, Dasoham. You add one sa. Now it became Sadasoham, Sadasoham, Sadasoham. Right? And then he started chanting Sadasoham, Sadasoham, Sadasoham. Then after some time again Shiva Vaishnava met him. Now what are you chanting? He said Sada, Sadasoham, Sadasoham. Then he said add one more da. What it became now? Dasa, Dasa. There is one more story, Kanchipurna, all of you know. Kanchipurna, he every day used to, chamar, thank the Lord. One day, he was discussing with Varadarajan. Anybody has any doubt, they would tell it. Even Ramanuja told, go and ask Varadarajan. Lord Varadarajan, one day he asked him, I am doing all this seva to you, when will you give me moksha? Varadarajan said, I can't give you moksha. Then, how will I get moksha? When a pure devotee of mine says that, ye mera admi hai, ye mera hai, that time you will get. Then Kanchipurna said, then what is the use of serving you? Right? What is the use of serving you? I am going. So he left Kanchipuram. He said, I will serve some pure devotee. What is the use of serving? He went to Tirupati. He disguised himself. Then he went to Anantalvar. He was actually like a menial servant. He changed his name, Kamudu. Telugu, Andhra, Kamudu. Kanchi. So he was serving, he was taking care of the Goshala, cows. Under the direction of Anantalvar. One day, he became very late. He didn't come. Then Anantalvar told, Mera Kamudu nahi hai, kidhar hai? Kidhar chala gaya? Mera? The Lord. My life has become successful. Because Anantalvar said, Mera hai. Right? Like that, in our lives also, if Prabhupada says, ye mera admi hai, right? That time only we will get the mercy of Radha and Rasvi. Right? Prabhupada told Bhavananda, Even if you go to Golok Vrindavan, unless I introduce you to Radha and Krishna, they will not accept you. Right? Brahmananda Prabhu asked, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, I think. He asked Prabhupada, will we meet in Golok Vrindavan again? Prabhupada told, when Vaikuntha Vasis, when they visit Golok Vrindavan, they will comment, such a nice spiritual master, such nice disciples. So we will meet again. Unless I introduce, Krishna will not accept. So it is like that. So the purport of this, So two things: how to become like, how to attain the position of like Yudhishthira Maharaj or Arjuna or the gopis. Two things. What are they? Number one, control your senses. Number two, Prabhupada Bhagavatam. Right? And it is very simple, It's just like drinking mango juice. Right? If somebody gives you jackfruit, right? Somebody is, it is said that whenever you visit a sadhu or a deity, you should bring something. If somebody brings jackfruit, kaun dega? Right? Or a pineapple. If somebody gives some mango or some chota kela, easy to eat, right? Like that Bhagavatam is like drinking mango juice. Very delicious and easy. Right? हमको mango juice बनाने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. Right? Already Prabhupada made it and gave it to us. But we don't have taste. Right? You have taste? Naitan manastavat purukramangri. Sampriyate durita dustara asadu tivram. Kamatranam harshashok vaishanatam. Tasmin katam tavagatim. Vimrushena dina. Naitan manastava Vikunthanatha, my dear Lord, your katha is so wonderful, but unfortunately, because of being influenced by lust and anger and all, I don't have any taste for hearing about your katha. Right? That is the problem. Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions, comments? Hare Krishna. Yeah.
But you told me Prabhupada should say that he is my man.
Yeah.
When did you say
that? You read his books? Prabhupada many times he told, Prabhupada, how to please you? Somebody asked. Prabhupada said, one devotee asked, how can I make you happy? Then Prabhupada replied, if you are happy, I am also happy. Right? And then Prabhupada said, if you chant Hare Krishna, you will be very happy. That is one thing. Another time Prabhupada said, distribute my books. Another time, Prabhupada said, read my books, study my books. So there are so many things. So Prabhupada has given this whole program. Once, after establishing the deity of Radha Landanishwar, I think, Radha Landanishwar, Prabhupada actually, they are the first Radha Krishna deities in ISKCON. So Prabhupada taught Yamuna Mataji and other devotees how to stitch clothes for Radha and Krishna. You know, why, this chadar, this is the Prabhupada's idea. The chadar should be hanging like this. You know why? Huh? When they dance, the chadar will fly in the sky. So Radha and Krishna are dancing. So like that, that's why we tie like that. We tie like that. Previously, the threads are very, very minute, very subtle. So their threads were not visible. We used to get imported threads, these wires. Some innocent devotees, they used to ask, how do you hang this chadar and how do you hang this chakras? I used to tell, we have mystic powers. Then they used to believe, like that. Anyway, so they were very artistic, So Prabhupada actually made the design and they stitched the cloth, everything they did. And then one day, Prabhupada, they served some cookies. Yamuna Mataji, she is expert cook. She served to Prabhupada cookies. Then Prabhupada asked her, where is my sandesh? Then Yamuna Mataji asked, what is sandesh, Prabhupada? Then Prabhupada came to the kitchen. He said, I will teach you. So Prabhupada taught her how to cook sandesh. Then one day, many times I told this in the class that how to have darshan of the Lord. Right? Who can tell? New Bhakta? Madhirekshana. Right? One should stand in front of the deity and drink the beauty of Krishna and make your eyes into the bumblebees. Right? Like that. So she was actually doing like that. She was very advanced devotee. She was intensely looking at Radha Landaneshwar. So Prabhupada came for darshan. Then Prabhupada looked at Yamuna Mataji. And then Prabhupada said, you like the deity? The first Radha Krishna deities. Prabhupada said, so they are amazing, Prabhupada. They are so beautiful. Then Prabhupada told, very simple. Whatever process I have given, chanting 16 rounds, following 4 regulations, doing seva, decorating the deities and all. Prabhupada assured Yamuna Mataji, simple, you will go back to God. So process is very simple. Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is so simple, you will miss it. So we don't have to complicate anything. Just come and stand in front of the deities every day. You will go back to God. Right? You know which verse? Anybody knows that verse? Prabhupada wrote in 3rd canto, 25th chapter. आप लोग पढ़ते ही नहीं हैं? बोलो, आप बोलो. तद्दर्शनी अव्यवैर उदारा विलास हासेक्षित वामसुक्ते हृतात्मना हृत प्राणांश भक्ति अनिच्छतो में गतिम अन्वय प्रयुक्ते. पश्यन्ति ते मे रुचिरानन अंबसंता प्रसन्न वक्त्र अरुणलोचनानि रूपानि दिव्यानि वरप्रदानि साकं वाचं स्पृहणीयं वदन्ति तद्दर्शनेर अव्यवैर उदारा विलास हासेक्षित वामसूक्ते हृतात्मना हृत प्राणांश भक्ति अनिच्छतो में गतिम अन्वयं प्रयुक्ते. My devotee, anyway, there is no time. One Prabhupada writes in the purport that go and read 3rd canto 25th chapter. Prabhupada writes, there are so many yogis and sadhus, they go to Himalayas and do tapasya and all, they think they are very big. But a neophyte devotee who comes to the temple every day and takes darshan of the Lord and appreciates beauty of Radha and Krishna, they become liberated imperceptibly without their knowledge. They just stand in front of the deity and then appreciate the beauty of Radha and Krishna, Radha Rasya. Without your knowledge, you will become liberated. Hare Krishna. Dhanyavad. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. 20th onwards, I am doing Katha, Krishna Katha. सब लोग आइए. or here on the online, you'll hear very wonderful pastimes. I've done a lot of research on Krishna's pastimes. Huh? Don't miss. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class.